This is Jonas again from WireFlow. In the previous video I showed you how to install the WireFlow 3132 driver on a Windows system using the package manager running in administrator mode. Now I'm going to show you how to use the examples that are shipped with the driver, and to do so we have a Macs, we have a chassis cDAQ 9174, and as you can see the module shows up just like any other NI module would. You have NI 9401 and you have the WireFlow 3132 module in Macs. To find the examples we use the LabVIEW example finder. So let's kick that up and we do a search, and we search for WF3132 and just open that example. This example will show you all the modes that we have specified for the module, like we have 1x8 4-wire mode, 1x16 2-wire mode, 1x32 1-wire mode, 4x8 matrix mode. And all of the modules, or actually the methods in the model used for each of these steps, are shown in the help window down below. You can also specify the exact bit pattern if you want to have full control of the system. Whenever you use this example, depending on the mode, you will see the bank configuration to the right. The driver also handles reconnection. If, for example, if you remove the module during execution, you will see that this LED will be turned off, and you will see a number of reconnects, because then the driver tries to reconnect in the background. You can specify a specific chassis name and a specific slot number, but you can also leave the fields like now with an empty chassis and the slot number set to -1, because then the driver will auto detect the chassis and the slot number. And so let's start this, and hopefully it will find the driver. Yes, it does. So it finds our WireFlow 3132 module. It reads out that this is serial number 3 on this one, and it says we are connected to the module, and currently we're in 1x8 4-wire mode, so we're actually controlling 4 banks at the same time. So if I'm going to click this to step to different channels, it steps through the banks 4 times in parallel. If I switch to 2-wire mode, it means that I have 16 channels in 2-wire. So again, I'm just stepping up through the different configurations, and it moves between A and B and C and D configuration seamlessly. In the 1x32 wire mode, you have 32. You have all the 4 banks. They're interconnected, so it takes first bank A, then bank B, bank C, and bank D. These modes require external wiring. I mean, you have to connect all the COM connections on the module. For the 1x32, you have to connect A and B and C and D for having 1x16 2-wire mode, and the 1x8 4-wire mode is no connections. If you're going to run the matrix mode, then you have to connect all the A0, B0, C0 and so on, and this one runs like this. You specify a different connection point for each of the banks, whatever you want to use, and then you can interconnect, for example, COM with A0 and A2 and so on. If you want to have full control, you can also specify the exact bit pattern to be used on each of the banks. It's totally up to you to use this. If I were to reconnect my module, so I'm going to do a hot swap of the WireFlow 3132 module, you'll see that it gets disconnected. I don't have any known state. I get an error in this one saying that there is no module connected, and we see that the module tries to reconnect in the background. So if I just plug this in again, it sees that okay, now we're connected and we're back in business with the same pattern as we used before. Okay, so this is how you use the example. If we look in the block diagram, you'll see that the example is using an initialization, getting serial, and for each of one of these modes, there is one access method defined for 1x8, 1x16, 1x32, and so on. And there's also this method that reads out the bank configuration at the moment and transform them into Boolean arrays. And this status method reads out the connection states and the number of reconnects needed for the module. Okay, so that's how you use the WireFlow 3132 cDAQ driver. Thank you for watching.